Card Party 3 East wrapped up last weekend, and let me tell you, just like advertised on the website, it is unlike any other event. You can interpret that how you'd like. However, today I'm going to tell you about my overall experience, and I'll even show my pickups from the event, so stick around to the end to see that. This year, Card Party 3 East was hosted in Tampa, Florida, home of the Lightning. Go Bolts! There was plenty of stuff to do if you were someone who didn't have a plan going into the event. For me, however, that plan was simple. Meet other creators or other people that I've interacted with in the Pokemon card space. There were certain booster boxes and single cards that I wanted to pick up at the event as well. And finally, to make some trades. I reloaded my trade binder for this event, and I was confident that I was going to be able to make some trades at Card Party. But overarching all of that is to simply have a great time. There were lots more vendor tables at Card Party this year. I think the number that kept getting thrown around out there was over 800 tables. It was overwhelming at times with the amount of product available. I mean, there were so many options. If you were looking for a specific card or a set, there's a good chance that you could find it here. That being said, convention pricing was in full effect here. Now, what do I mean by convention pricing? Well, let's take any card or sealed product and determine its secondary market value. Most people use TCG Player to determine that value. Okay, you got that number? Good. Now take that number, add on about an extra 10 to 20% of the market value, and you've got yourself convention pricing. It's a convenient pricing method if you ever find yourself at an event like Card Party, and that being said, it's completely normal and it doesn't mean that it exclusively happens at Card Party. You can see this at Collecticon or even smaller localized card shows. It just depends on where you are. Remember, just because you see a high sticker price, that doesn't mean the vendor is opposed to making a deal with you. A good, well-known strategy is to wait until the final day of an event to buy anything, as this is when you can expect to get the best deals. And that's what I did for the majority of my pickups that I'll show later. There were opportunities all weekend to meet up with various creators and other members of the Pokemon card community. This is by far one of the nicest communities on the platform. Is it absent from drama? No. However, I think that's normal for any community on any platform, not just YouTube or Twitch or anything. I did notice there weren't as many creators as last year, but I'll get to that later. Getting to meet some of the people that I converse with in live stream chats and even Discord, it's always fun. Hearing about their experiences and some entertaining things about the event that maybe I hadn't heard about yet, it's just a part of that experience for me. I did appear on a few live streams of some other creators that I talked to just happened to be streaming during the main Expo Hall hours. I know for many in the community, it was nice to finally put a face to the name for me, and doing that by making cameos in those live streams, it was just a fun way to do it. I did get a chance to sign a couple of items for other creators, and even got a chance to pick up a signed card from another creator that I didn't get from last year's Card Party.
I signed a Rudo for you yesterday, man. And I was just wondering if you could return the favor real quick. You know what I'm saying?
No shot, bro.
You know? Yes, you can't put a value on that, ladies and gentlemen. And that is why you come to Florida. This is why you go to Card Party, so you can meet people like Broly, Pose. Let's go, everybody.
Yo.
Let's go.
I love it. Chad's loving it. Everyone's laughing. Hey, let's go.
I did mention briefly that I think there weren't as many creators attending Card Party this year as they did last year. That may have been true for some of the larger names in the hobby, but I think that also has something to do with not giving out the creator lanyards like last year or anything else that would help a person stand out as an attending creator. Maybe there was a privacy issue or something else related to that. However, looking around, I did see a lot of creators last year from Card Party in Orlando. I also want to point out that the website did undergo a little bit of a makeover since the last Card Party, removing the attending creator section. This is an event, as Pat mentioned during one of the main shows, that the creators are there for the fans and community. I don't have an issue with the website's redesign. This just struck me as a little odd, that's all. This doubt that I had didn't stop me from having a good time at the event, as I met lots of new people and held conversations about the hobby. Again, hearing about the others' experiences and knowledge they have on the hobby really opens my mind up to other perspectives, which for me is always fun. Finally, I want to talk about the massive trade nights. For context, these trade nights were outside in the lobby of the main stage where lots of vendors would stick around and people looking for trades would hang out for a while to scope out trade opportunities. For me, that is all trade nights were. I didn't actually get to make any trades during the two separate trade nights because the folks that I did talk to either wanted stuff that was too specific that I didn't have, or they were simply showing off their collection of slabs that looked like the skyline in Lower Manhattan. It felt more like a show and tell about graded cards for a lot of people there and less about the trading, at least from my perspective. While I didn't get to make any of the trades like I hoped during trade night, I did make some trades during the main Expo Hall hours that landed me some new cards and even some new graded cards in my collection. So that was my experience at Card Party 3 East in Tampa. There are a couple things I didn't talk about previously, like Bulk Alley, and I think that's because my experience with Bulk Alley was really just helping my partner complete this trainer quest. We had to find cards of specific Pokemon. I saw this as an opportunity to drop off some 151 binders since I wanted to give them away during the event anyways. I dropped one binder off at 3 separate times on Saturday, so hopefully they didn't go all to the same person. There were also some other fun giveaway items like the custom trading cards that made a return from last year's card party, but this time with updated artworks. There was also a rally towel given to members of the 2 separate teams before the Saturday night show. Another item that I missed on earlier was the free packs for Saturday and Sunday. For context, there was a weekend-long pack battle event between the 2 teams, Ruby and Sapphire. At the conclusion of the event, the points were totaled with Sapphire winning. The free packs on Saturday and Sunday were your specific chances to potentially earn points for your team. I didn't get any hits out of my 2 packs, but it was cool to get a free pack of Destined Rivals on Saturday. If I missed anything, I will probably talk about it in a future live stream. But if you're watching this and you went to Card Party 3 East as well, feel free to let me know about your experience down in the comments section below. Finally, here are my pickups from each of the 3 days. Oh my gosh, how could I forget about this? This was probably the best moment of the entire weekend for me in terms of pickups. So I was at the Extreme TCG booth and they had these mystery slab bags. They were $50 each, so I decided to take a chance on 2 of them, and these were the results. I'll just let the clip speak for itself.
Yeah. Did you find it too?
Yeah, we got 2.
All right, rip towards the top because they're tight.
Towards the top. All right.
You want to do the pack?
All right, here we go. Oh, we got the Poltergeist in a 10. Let's go.
Oh,
Poltergeist.
PSA, nice.
Poltergeist. Let's go.
Thank you.
That's number 1. All right, before I make a mess, here's number 2. Yeah, they're definitely tough for sure. All right, another PSA. All right, what do we have?
All right, so I got you started.
No shot.
Really?
1999 Shadowless Venusaur in a 9. There it is, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Woo!
Yes!
Let's go.
Oh, nice, you got a 10 too. Awesome.
Let's go.
Congratulations. That's well over the time.
Thank you all for watching, and until next time, later.